Okay, this is going to be another example of long division. So this one has quite a few terms, so it's going to take a little bit longer than maybe the other example that we did before this. We're going to start with, again, highlighting the dividend. So that's going to be this first term. That's the one that goes underneath the box. So let's go ahead and do that. 3x cubed plus 5x squared minus 11x plus 3, okay? And this is all divided by x plus 3. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and start with the very first term. So we have 3x cubed divided by x, and we always start with the first term. So if you can't do that in your head, just come over here to the side and you can go ahead and do that. So I have 3x cubed divided by x. Okay, that's going to leave me with 3. Remember, there's an imaginary 1 here, so when we're dividing exponents with the same base, so the x, we subtract. So 3 minus 1 is 2, so it's x squared. Okay, and this goes on top. So we have 3x squared. By the way, this is not edited, so please forgive any weird video that I might be doing. Okay, please just go with the steps here. Okay, so 3x squared is our answer for this first step. We're going to go ahead and multiply now. So 3x squared times x, and then 3x squared times 3. One at a time. 3x squared times x is 3x cubed, and it goes right underneath this term. 3x squared times 3 is 9x squared. And typically, if you're doing this correctly, you're going to notice that the powers line up. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and do the next step, which is to put a line here and subtract. When you subtract, make sure that you put your parentheses, because this minus is going to distribute to everything here, which means these signs are going to change. So this is now going to be negative 3x cubed, and this is going to be negative 9x squared. And what happens is we're going to go ahead and combine the like terms, and the first term will cross out because 3x cubed minus 3x cubed is just 0. So we don't have to write anything there. Okay. Looking at the second term, we have 5x squared minus 9x squared. So be careful. Don't just cross out the x squares. That's not what we're doing here. We're combining like terms. So if you want, cover those up and just look at the numbers. What's 5 minus 9? Well, it's negative 4. Okay, and we just bring down that x squared with it. Okay, we're going to go ahead and bring down the next term, so minus 11x, and highlight this because this is now our new dividend, so to speak. Okay, the process repeats here. So we're looking at negative 4x squared and x, and we're going to divide that just like we did the first time. So over here, we're going to come to the side and go ahead and do that. Negative 4x squared divided by x. That leaves me with negative 4x, okay? And that's going to go ahead and go on top of the box. So negative 4x, okay? Now we multiply, so this times everything. So negative 4x times x is negative 4x squared. Negative 4x times 3 is negative 12x. Put our line, put our subtraction sign, change all the signs. So positive, positive, okay. These will probably cross out, so we're on the right track here. Negative 11x plus 12x. That leaves us with 1x, okay. And we're going to bring down that last 3, so plus 3. You should be noticing a pattern at this point, if you've already seen the other videos, that these are kind of the same, yeah? So highlight our next dividend and divide. So 1x divided by x. We don't know how to do that. Again, over here to the side. The x's are gone, so we're left with 1. So this is just going to be positive 1. Multiply that positive 1 times everything over here. So 1 times x is x. 1 times 3 is 3. Subtract. Change the signs. and voila, 0. So we're done. So this is our answer right here. I'm going to go ahead and write it down really quickly. 3x squared minus 4x plus 1. And we're done.